Aloha and welcome to Betty's Real Estate Corner, brought to you by Sakamoto Properties, where prestige is our business, reputation our foundation. Again, we had Danny Couch bring us into the start of Betty's Real Estate Corner. Today in the studio is Mitch Mitchell, a salesperson extraordinaire.
Aloha, Betty, and thanks for having me back here on your corner.
The corner.
I like this corner.
It's a good corner. And now we have Jesse from Meyer Computer, who's here. We're just thinking he's got a little bit to share with you in regard to websites. They've been kind of taking us kicking and screaming into the current century, and we're getting there somewhat.
Slowly.
But he's getting us there, and I just thought it would be a good chance for people listening to know that whatever stage you're at, they can do a website for you, and everybody has one, so you should too. So,
Betty, isn't it amazing and great that they have such patience for us that
it is.
We slow people in getting into this new century?
Yep.
So I want to thank Meyer Computing for putting up with me.
So Jesse, a little quick hello.
Hello everybody, and thank you Betty and Mitch for having me here. Yeah, I'm Jesse with Meyer Computer. We do your website, we create your website, and we create websites for everybody, anybody, any business, any person that needs one out there. We can help you out.
Perfect.
And you know, we're
Good.
bringing you along.
Yeah, he's bringing us along. Well, just so you know, to check out our website, go to sakamotoproperties.com and take a look. You can go through a variety of things. You can get into the top properties, the lowest properties. You can really learn a lot about Maui real estate in there. You can actually go into properties from around the world because you actually end up also in a luxuryrealestate.com website. So you're going to be able to get everything you want to know almost anywhere in the world from the website. Now also, Jesse and the Meyer Computer people would like you to know that they also have us on Twitter at Maui Sakamoto. So check us, find us on Twitter at Maui Sakamoto. Connect with us using the hashtag BettyMauiRadio. So again, that's a lot of information. We'll get some phone numbers to you in a little bit, but I think we'll go ahead and get ourselves moving along. So Mitch, you had a couple of ideas going on that you might want to talk. We were going to talk a little about Pineapple Hill and reasons that those properties are fabulous, and then you've got, you know, one or two that we were going to tell people that they might want to give you a call and take a look at.
Yes, Betty. As we all know, Pineapple Hill has been a big part of our lives, and Pineapple Hill is like the center point of Kapalua Resort, and it's got the beautiful Olympic-sized swimming pool and clubhouse, and it's just a wonderful place to live with great views and some fantastic homes.
It really is pretty fabulous. The homes in there are all relatively luxury homes. The smallest one is about 2,700 square feet. The largest is over 8,000 square feet. And then you'd move on from there to the plantation. But this one does feel like a more integral part of the resort, and we're finding people will select that over, let's say, the plantation because it is, you know, closer to the hotels, etc. So really, really a pretty phenomenal place to be taking a look at real estate. There's condominium developments, there's larger homes, but again, Pineapple Hill, I think, is fabulous. You've got one, Mitch, that you wanted to chat about on Pulelehua.
Yeah, 107 Pulelehua. It's a wonderful 3-bedroom, 4-bath home that has a media room that the owners kind of planned ahead in case they ever needed another bedroom. It's already got a bathroom. It's already got the plumbing in the ground. And it's built around the entrance as a front courtyard and looking from the backyard out at the great sunsets and the islands of Molokai and Lanai, and sit around the swimming pool and barbecue. It's just a wonderful way of life. It's the orientation of this house is really, really great.
Now, to look at any of these homes, call our office, 808-669-0070, and or, you know, check out our website, sakamotoproperties.com, and that'll really get you into all of this. Mitch is available. Again, call our office, 808-669-0070. So Mitchell, we had a couple of other thoughts that we wanted to talk about. You know, one I'm gonna throw in, even though we're in the middle of, you know, some things. Yesterday we're gonna call it an incident, where we were trying to get someone to go to the hospital. And as it turned out, we did get the person into an ambulance with a bit of a struggle, and it turned out to be vital to her welfare. And we're really happy that we were able to do that. But I think for each one of you, you're going to have an incident sometime in your life, whether it's with a stranger, a family member, and in your heart you're thinking, call 911. But then they say, oh, just drive me to the hospital. Don't go there. Call 911. If they think it's nothing, they're going to tell you it's nothing. But if they want to put you in the ambulance and get you to the hospital or get your friend, do it. I mean, they've done an amazing job for her. She's fine. Everything is really great. But we just want to say to all of you, think about that. Don't allow yourselves this little game of, I'm fine, I'll drive myself, I'll wait for my husband to come home, I'll wait for Mitch to get me there.
Well, you never know about Mitch, but you know, let's remember that they're professionally trained. This is what they're here for. This is their job. They want to help, so let's let them. Let's stop with our trying to control our own lives and take advantage of this professionalism and all the training that they've gone through.
Right, we do have now a really fabulous cardiac care and stroke unit at what I still call the Maui Memorial Hospital. Now I know it does have a different name today, but you all know Maui Memorial Hospital. And if you get there and you're having some sort of a heart incident, some sort of a stroke incident, we have fabulous care here on Maui, and you've just got to do it. Don't call 911. Those guys are really, really amazingly good, and they make people very comfortable, and they're going to take care of you and your loved ones. You can't get them to the hospital any faster, and the ambulance will get you the fastest of all service. If you go there, you're going to be in line with everybody else. But if you really need the help, the ambulance is going to get you there, they're going to get you in to be seen, and they're going to take care of you all the way. So maybe enough of that for now.
Enough of that. Betty, do you realize how many escrows there are today in Maui?
I do, but I think we'd better let the public know that one, because it's an amazing statistic, and Mitch has all of them. But listen to this, because what you want to do when you hear all of this is know it's time to call us or someone and be getting into the real estate market now, today, tomorrow, not next week or next month.
Yeah, today there are 595 escrows. That's amazing. That's, you know, we're moving along. 244 homes, 287 condos, and then some vacant land and commercial. So
well, there's like almost 70 vacant lots, you know, that are in escrow. And again, that's pretty huge when you think about the amount of inventory and the fact that there's fewer vacant parcels available than there are all of the homes, etc. But we're definitely, Mitch, I think, in a shrinking inventory that's going to keep getting smaller and smaller, and it's time.
another thought is, you know, the construction market. You know, this, you know, get in there and get your contractor, get some nice things done, even if it's remodeling the home that you have now. You know, before the market gets too full and it'll take too long and much more money to do it.
Yeah, you know, that is another great point, Mitch. You know, even if you had to refinance, you know, so that you could do the construction that you wanted, but stay in a home that you already love, you love your neighborhood, etc. Same thing. Get to a lender. You know, you can call one of us. We can try to direct you, but often just walk into your bank. Could it be First Hawaiian Bank, Bank of Hawaii, wherever it is, walk into them and tell them what you've got in mind. You might want to refinance, or you might want to do a line of credit to be able to do it now. But the mortgages right now, the interest rates are still great. They've gone up a little bit, but again, it's not going to be better than this, I don't believe. It may go down a little, but Mitch is right. If you want to do something today and you want to add on to your home or build an ohana, whatever it is, you're never going to, I don't believe you'll ever get a better interest rate. Do you, Mitch?
No, I think this is pretty much time to get things going. You know, another thought I had, Betty, you were talking about building. I just had an experience, and I'm sure many of us out there have, with the county building department. I have a Bay Villa at Kapalua in escrow, and they did some remodeling back in 1981. And of course it comes up, there's no building permits on file. Oh my gosh, what do we do? Well, I happened to find in an old file a building permit, a copy of the building permit from 1981, a file there at the Bay Villas office. And the county had no record of any of it. With this permit, they were able to take the number, find it, and find out that there was one, but it was never recorded because they never had the final inspection. And the county was great. They said, you know, the small fee needs to be paid, we'll be out there next week. They walked out, the guy was there, did the inspection, closed the county building permit, and it's now part of public record. And I just really want to say, you know, this was great help from our county and our building department, and I just think, you know, this is the time that it's great. Thank you.
That is, you know, another great help was the Bay Villa office, when you think about it, because they got you in and got, you know, into the records so you could look through things and actually dig that out. Because everyone always, you know, doesn't think there's anything and there's nothing that can be found. But Mitch was able to go in because he does provide great service always to his clients. So in order to get this transaction closed on behalf of his seller, it was imperative that we get this information. And they had always said there was a building permit, there was this, there was that, but all of a sudden, when push came to shove, so to speak, we couldn't locate it. But Mitch was able to do it, went to the Bay Villa office, made it happen, got to the county, and then it was great that our county, you know, provided really great service for you. That's fabulous.
It was super.
So as long as we've got Jesse here, which we don't usually have, you know, I'm thinking, Jesse, we're into it's all about us, but
Yes, it is.
I'm thinking it might be nice for you to be able to say to someone, you know, whether it's an individual, a small company, a large company, a little bit about what you can do, you know, like you can do a little website for someone large.
Yes, exactly. And you know, like you mentioned, if you're a big business or small business, we can create a website for you that will work, you know, on your computer and on your mobile phone. Like right now, if people go to Sakamoto Properties on their mobile phone, they'll find a mobile optimized version of your site, so they can find their properties quick and easy.
And that's amazing by itself, Jesse. If I'm with someone right now and I want to show off and I want to show them what I've got, I can take out my phone in a second, have our website up, point to the property that they own, or show them the property that they're thinking about that they ought to be buying. So yes, that's
Exactly, and yeah, the mobile is getting bigger every day, so it's very important to have a mobile site, and we can help you transition to that. And of course, we can also help you market your business across social media: Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, Instagram, all the big ones. We do all of that. So yeah, anybody out there interested, give us a call, give Betty a call, and you can reach us at Meyer Computer at 249-0970, or you can shoot us an email, webmaster@meyercomputer.com, and visit our website, meyercomputer.com, or just give Betty a call.
call me. I'll get you to meyercomputer.com. But you know, another interesting thing on it all is if somebody wants a website, let's say they've just started selling real estate and whoever they're with, but they want to have their own something started. You don't have to spend a fortune. You could call Jesse, call Chris at Meyer Computer, hook up with them, and just say, you know, we don't have a lot of money right now, but this is what we're trying to do. What can we do so at least I get the process started? They can direct you a little in some of the social media things that you probably already know how to do, and you, at the moment, have the time to do it. And they can help you through that. But I think they can get you started in a way that whether you're small or big business or, you know, the little in-between guys, I think it's an amazing thing you guys do.
Yes, exactly. We got plans to fit all budgets, big or small.
That's perfect. Perfecto.
Great. Betty, I want to push you back into your corner.
Yes.
Besides living at Kapalua and all the great things that Kapalua has to offer, the west side of Maui has Kaanapali. There's just a lot of great things to be, people who don't want a little more active life or want to be down near all the hotels and restaurants. I think Kaanapali is a great place to live. And I have the perfect house for you.
There we go.
I knew I could segue into that. 14 Puu Hale. It's a beautiful home, stained glass doors, views straight on out to Molokai and Lanai again, and perfect sunsets. Jump in your golf cart, go across the bridge down in, have dinner or enjoy the beach down at Kaanapali, and watch the silly visitors.
Yes.
Run around and play, and it's great fun.
It gives you the opportunity to be a visitor yourself. And we all lose track of that sometimes. We're so busy doing the things that we're doing that we lose track of. Being a visitor on Maui is one of the greatest things in the world, and the world is trying to get here and do it.
Exactly.
Isn't it, Mitch?
I think you this week have kind of dropped back into being a visitor because you've
Yes.
had your grandchildren.
We've had my daughter, Ahu Flynn Sherlock, here from Lahaina Luna, class of '82, with her husband Dan and her 3 kids. They have been on the beach every moment. It's hard to get them off into Pili Bay or Kapalua Bay or Kaanapali Beach, or Lord knows where they are, but it's pretty amazing. But Kaanapali has been one of their earmarked places, and we have a listing, Mitch, the Masters. That's really worth talking about.
That's a great unit. She did a great job at remodeling that.
It's fabulous. One of the biggest views at the Masters.
Perfect view, and her little building is pushed out forward a bit, so that you don't have the buildings alongside of you. You feel like you're alone out there in the middle of paradise, looking at that 360-degree view of ocean, islands, sunsets. And you're right on the golf course of the Kaanapali North course, or is that the Kai course now?
Yeah, they've confused us once they start changing the names around. A visitor, on the visitor question, here's an interesting thing that we did this last week with my daughter here. We met them when they came from San Diego in Honolulu, and we went out on the Missouri, and we had an amazing couple that helped us, Wally and Dolores Lassen. And Wally was on the Missouri at the time of the Japanese surrender, and he got us set up in this very, very specialized tour. But I learned so much about the Missouri and what it's done, and any of you that have watched Battleship have seen the Missouri go in and save the world. So again. But here was an interesting thing that I didn't know. My son-in-law, Dan Sherlock, was a Marine during the first Gulf War. And I'll probably, in my history, and maybe I don't always pay enough attention to the tiny details, but that ship went over into the Gulf, and it was shooting, from 7 to 9 miles out onto the shores there. Most of these guys were already in Kuwait, and they're expecting these horrible battles. I mean, they're expecting the worst. But as it turns out, the Missouri is there, and the Missouri is putting so much firepower into the shoreline there that people are petrified. And we'll all remember the Iraqi soldiers that were, just surrendering themselves to our troops by the thousands and thousands and thousands, which in a way, the Missouri, I think, saved a lot of our men, because it could have been a lot worse if they didn't quit. So another thing, go over, check out the Missouri when you're over there. You go to the same place, as you do, well, you'll find it. Get over there, Pearl Harbor, take a look. So Mitch, one more property, and I'll get us back off of the visitor thing, but we should all be visitors ourselves every so often.
That's what brought us here, a lot of us, if we weren't born here. And I've been here 32 years, and I forget all the great things we have here. Another great thing we have here is Napili Point. Napili Point, we've got some great condominiums. They have a wonderful rental program. It's right on the little cove there at Hanakiana. And my gosh, there are so many turtles there, and they're huge. I've got a couple of one-bedrooms there, so, give me a call. That's Mitch at 870-5548.
I think we have a little quick public service announcement coming up right now, and then we'll be back with you.
Here's for the special bulletin from the Maui County Civil Defense. At 11:45 this morning, Civil Defense will be testing their emergency sirens. This is only a test. Once again, Maui County Civil Defense will be testing their emergency sirens at 11:45 a.m. This is only a test.
One other thing, this isn't exactly a public service announcement, but Do you know, because I really didn't, I kind of did, but not really till recently, but on Maui we have a pro baseball team, Maui Ikaika, Nakoa Ikaka Maui.
There you go.
Yeah, I think we finally got it. But, you know, if you check on the games, go to www.mauiprobaseball.com, go to these games. I mean, I think it's really great, and look at the fabulous baseball players that come out of Maui. So I think that it's, you know, there's young people, take your kids, grandkids. It's got to be a great way to spend an evening or an afternoon. So check it out, again, mauiprobaseball.com, and we should all be doing our best to support that. At KAOI Radio, they're definitely supporting it. So try to get out and see a game. We know that we're going to. So again, I think we're winding down a little bit. We've maybe got 3 or 4 minutes left here. But Mitch, you had the Masters we talked about. The Masters has every amenity that you could want. The Masters, when you said, you know, being able to take the golf cart, get that golf cart in Kaanapali, you could get it from the Masters or from Kaanapali Hillside, anywhere in Kaanapali. They allow you to take a golf cart and then head down to the beach. You've got to be very careful, obviously. They aren't supposed to be driven up and down the highways. But you can get over there. There's a way to go across bridges, etc. And it really makes Kaanapali an amazing place to live.
Yeah, Dean lives down there, and you know he goes down and paddle boards with his, you know, his board on top of his golf cart, and you know it's a pretty special area in West Maui. You know, it's a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, I totally agree. Again, remember to check us out on our website, sakamotoproperties.com. I keep forgetting. They keep pushing me to remember to tell you to find us on Twitter at Maui Sakamoto. Connect with us using hashtag Betty Maui Radio, Betty Maui Radio. So there's a lot of ways to reach us, 808-669-0070. And let us help you with your real estate needs. Mitch, what about quickly financing right now? I'm still feeling like, I mean, I don't think we need to get into exact rates, but rates have gone up a tiny bit, but again, time to do it.
Absolutely time to do it. You know, there are the mortgage professionals out there as well as your banks that Betty mentioned earlier. But now's the time, you know, you really get yourself, go in and figure it out. Go in and call us. We can help you. We can give you several different people to call. But go in and talk to them. Find out how you can make, you know, a new dream happen. This is the time for new dreams to happen. Let's move forward, enjoy our families and the life here we have on Maui. So, you know, don't sit back and say, oh, later, because,
No,
you know,
don't sit
time
back.
will have passed.
Well, here's another interesting statistic. Right now, residential real estate on Maui is up 27% from 2012. That's for the first 6 months. You know, condominium real estate is up 14% from 2012. The total dollar value of vacant land is up 49% from 2012. So according to this, the Hawaii Tourism Authority is saying the visitor count is up 4.7. There's so many things on Maui that say this is it. If you're going to be buying real estate and you want to have a home on Maui, this is the time you do it. Get in with your lender. Let them tell you what you're supposed to be doing in order to qualify for a mortgage. See, maybe you've got some parents that will help you out, or they'll direct you in what you need to do to straighten up your credit report. But Mitch, we got to get these people buying real estate now. But
I love Hawaii.
I love Hawaii. Danny Couch is back. Buy a Danny Couch album today. Aloha.
Aloha.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks.